Hello Radiant Souls and welcome back to my channel Sacred Soul Radiance. I'm your host Gauthami and I have an announcement to make. I have been uploading new meditations to my website that are designed to help and guide you on your healing journey. Do check them out. Today I'm thrilled to have you here as we explore a fascinating and deeply empowering topic, the Clairsenses. If you have been on a spiritual journey or have even just started tuning into your intuition, you have likely heard of the term Clairsenses. These are the different ways we can receive intuitive messages from the energetic or spiritual realms. Just as we have physical senses like sight, hearing, and touch, we also have intuitive senses that help us perceive things beyond the physical world. In today's episode, we are going to dive into each clairsense, unpack its unique characteristics, and help you understand how these gifts might already be showing up in your life. Whether you're new to this concept or looking to deepen your understanding, this episode will guide you through the incredible world of intuitive perception. Let's begin. The human experience encompasses far more than the tangible physical senses of sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. Beyond these lies the subtle world of intuition, a powerful, often mystical connection that bridges our conscious mind with the unseen energies around us. At the heart of intuition lie the clairsenses, psychic abilities that enhance our ability to perceive spiritual, emotional, and energetic information. Derived from the French word clair, meaning clear, the clairsenses describe various forms of clear perception, each aligned with a specific way of experiencing intuitive insights. These abilities are not just the domain of mystics or psychics. They are innate to everyone, often presenting themselves as subtle nudges or profound realizations. Let us explore these extraordinary senses, each offering unique characteristics and ways to connect with the spiritual and energetic realms. The major clairsenses include Clairvoyance, which is clear seeing, Clairaudience, which is clear hearing, Clairsentience, which is clear feeling, Claircognizance, which is clear knowing, Clairalience, which is clear smelling, Clairgustance, which is clear tasting, Clairtangency, which is clear touching. Each one is unique in how it operates, and understanding their characteristics can help you identify which ones resonate most with you. Whether you have experienced vivid dreams, sudden insights, or even strange smells with no apparent source, these could be clues to your intuitive abilities. Let's explore these fascinating senses one by one. Clairvoyance, clear seeing. Clairvoyance is perhaps one of the most well-known of the clairsenses, often depicted in the media as dramatic visions of the future or encounters with spiritual entities. In reality, clairvoyance is usually more nuanced, manifesting as inner visualizations, symbols, or scenes in the mind's eye. Clairvoyants often rely on their third eye, the energy center associated with the spiritual vision, to perceive the subtle imaginary that guides them. Developing this ability involves trusting one's visual impressions, practicing visualization exercises, and embracing stillness through meditation. You might have clairvoyant abilities if you frequently see vivid mental images or symbols, either spontaneously or during meditation. You often have dreams that feel significant, symbolic, or even prophetic. You visualize solutions, scenes, or scenarios with clarity when thinking about decisions or situations. You see flashes of light, colors, or auras around people, objects, or in your peripheral vision. You find yourself daydreaming in detailed visual stories that later prove meaningful. You can easily imagine or picture places, events, or people you haven't physically encountered. You sometimes feel like you have seen or recognized a place or situation before. Deja vu. You are naturally drawn to creative visualization exercises and often see vivid results. Visual signs, symbols, or recurring patterns seem to guide you or give you intuitive insights. To strengthen clairvoyance, practicing visualization exercises can help. For instance, try imagining a candle flame in your mind's eye and focus on its details. This strengthens your ability to receive visual images intuitively. Clairaudience. Clear hearing. Clairaudience is the ability to hear intuitive messages, sounds, or voices that are inaudible to the physical ear. These messages can come from spirit guides, higher realms, or even subconscious mind. Clairaudience often describe the messages as gentle but distinct, often resonating with a sense of truth and alignment. Strengthening this ability involves deep listening, practicing silence, and trusting the messages as they arise. You might have clairvoyant abilities if you often hear words, phrases, or songs in your mind that seem meaningful or provide guidance. You experience a ringing in your ears, especially during moments of reflection or decision making. You feel like your thoughts are being spoken to you in a distinct tone or voice. You wake up with a song or phrase in your head that relates to something happening in your life. You sense a comforting voice offering reassurance during stressful or uncertain times. You have a knack of receiving intuitive insights through overheard conversations, lyrics, or subtle sounds. You are sensitive to sound frequencies, tones, or vibrations in your environment. You feel like certain messages or ideas pop into your awareness as if whispered by an external source. You are drawn to music, often affirmations, or sound healing as a way of connecting to your intuition. To strengthen clairaudience, practice deep listening. Spend time in quiet environments and pay attention to the subtleties of sound, whether it's a rustle of leaves or a hum of energy in a room. Clairsentience. Clear feeling. Clairsentience or empathic intuition is the ability to feel the emotions, energies, or physical sensations of others. It is one of the most common intuitive gifts and offers a profound way to connect with others on a deep level. Clairsentients often have a heightened sensitivity to the world around them, making self-care and energetic boundaries essential. Grounding practices, energy protection techniques, and mindfulness can help clairsentients manage their gift effectively. You might have clairsentient abilities if you often experience strong gut feelings or physical sensations that guide your decision. You can sense the emotion of others as if they are your own, even without them saying a word. You feel drained or energized depending on the emotional atmosphere of a place or a group of people. You instinctively know when someone is upset, happy, or hiding their true feelings. You experience sudden physical sensations like tingles, warmth, or chills in response to certain people or situation. You feel discomfort or tension in specific parts of your body when something feels off. You sense the mood or energy of a room as soon as you walk in. You are deeply empathetic and often pick up on subtle emotional or energetic shifts. You find yourself avoiding certain places or individuals because their energy feels heavy or negative. To strengthen clairsentience, practice mindfulness and body awareness. Pay attention to how different environments and people make you feel and trust those feelings as intuitive guidance. Claircognizance. Clear knowing. Claircognizance is an intuitive ability to just know something without any logical explanation. It is often described as an instantaneous download of information that feels undeniably true. Claircognizance often requires trust and discernment, as the information received can seem too sudden or inexplicable. Cultivating this ability involves journaling intuitive thoughts, meditating on clarity, and acting on guidance received to strengthen its accuracy. You might have claircognizant abilities if you often have sudden insights or aha moments without knowing where the knowledge came from. You instinctively just know the answer to a question or solution to a problem without logical reasoning. You find it easy to offer advice or insights that later prove to be remarkably accurate. You experience a strong inner certainty about future events even without tangible evidence. You frequently have ideas, solutions, or inspirations pop into your mind out of nowhere. You have been told you seem wise beyond your years or have an uncanny knack for understanding complex situations. You struggle to explain how you know certain things, but you feel confident in their accuracy. You often feel a strong sense of truth when encountering new information, even before verifying it. You notice moments when your instincts guide you in the right direction, even when the logical path seems unclear. To strengthen claircognizance, practice trusting your gut instincts. Journaling your insights and reflecting on their accuracy can help you build confidence in this gift. Clairalience, clear smelling. Clairalience is the ability to perceive smells that have no physical source but carry spiritual or emotional significance. This clairsense often connects deeply with memories or spiritual presence. Developing clairalience involves heightening awareness of subtle sensory cues and practicing mindfulness to discern their meaning. You might have clairalient abilities if you suddenly smell scents that others around you don't notice, especially in places where no obvious source of smell exists. You experience strong emotional reactions to certain smells, even if they are faint or familiar. Certain scents trigger vivid memories or images even if you have never consciously associated them with those moments. You detect fragrances or odors in situations that don't logically have a source, like in a room with no obvious flowers or perfumes. You have noticed an uncanny ability to identify specific smells that are tied to people or places even when they are not physically present. You often feel drawn or repelled by certain smells, sensing their deeper meaning or connection to energy. Certain smells tend to follow you, providing insight or clarity, especially when you are in need of guidance. You sometimes experience scents that seem to appear when you're reflecting on a particular person, memory, or a situation. To strengthen Clairalience, spend time enhancing your sense of smell by focusing on different scents and their subtle nuances. This can help you become more aware of intuitive smells when they appear. Clairgustance, clear tasting. Clairgustance is the rare ability to taste something without physically consuming it, often associated with spiritual communication or symbolic messages. Though less common, Clairgustance can be a powerful tool for receiving guidance in unique and personal ways. You might have clairgustant abilities if you suddenly experience tastes in your mouth that don't come from a physical food or drink. You've had moments where you could taste something related to a person or situation even without eating or drinking anything. Certain foods or flavors seem to appear in your mouth when thinking about specific people or events. You have noticed that you can taste specific sensations such as sweetness, bitterness, and saltiness without any apparent source. You sometimes have a sensation of tasting something while meditating, during intuitive moments, or when seeking guidance. The taste of a particular food or flavor is strongly associated with a memory, message, or insight. You feel that the taste in your mouth carries a deeper meaning, often providing clarity or confirmation during decision making. You experience tastes that seem to correspond with your emotional state, offering subtle hints about how you're feeling or what you need. To strengthen Clairgustance, pay attention to your sense of taste, savoring foods and drinks to heighten your awareness of subtle changes in this sense. Last but not the least, Clairtangency, clear touching. Clairtangency, also known as psychometry, is the intuitive ability to receive information or impressions through touch. This psychic gift allows individuals to read the energy of the objects, places, or people simply by coming into physical contact with them. You might have clairtangent abilities if you often feel a strong emotional or sensory reaction when touching objects or entering new spaces. You have experienced knowing details about someone or something after physical contact, like their emotions or past experiences. Antique shops, second-hand items, or unfamiliar environments evoke specific feelings or mental images when you touch or interact with them. You feel overwhelmed with sensations or emotions when touching an object, as if it's sharing a hidden story or energy with you. You pick up on subtle sensations like warmth, cold, or an unusual texture that give you clues about an object's energy or history. You have moments where you can feel the emotions of a person by merely touching their belongings, like their clothes or something personal. Certain objects or places seem to speak to you, evoking strong impressions, feelings, or insights just through physical contact. You are drawn to certain items because they feel familiar, comforting, or significant to you, even if you have never encountered them before. To strengthen clairtangency, practice with items that have strong sentimental or historical energy, like antiques, and note the impressions you receive. The Clairsenses are beautiful gifts that allow us to connect with our intuition, the spiritual realm, and the energy of the world around us. Whether you feel drawn to clairvoyance, clairaudience, or any of the other senses, embracing and developing these abilities can bring profound clarity and guidance to your life. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. If you've had experiences with your clairsenses or want to share your journey, I would love to hear from you. Feel free to reach out to me or leave a comment. Until next time, trust your intuitions, nurture your gifts, and let your inner light guide you. Much love, many blessings. I love you all.